Number 37. What is the axis of symmetry for the graph of the parabola represented by y equals 2 times the quantity x plus 7 squared minus 5? Okay, let's examine what they're asking. The axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry, if you look here on the right, is the point at which the line of symmetry is drawn, the critical point. Our critical point here is our minimum or our vertex. So what they're really asking for by saying axis of symmetry is our vertex or minimum. We're dealing with the equation that represents a parabola. So you should remember standard form. Standard form is written as y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. You can pause the video here if you want a little more information about standard form. If we were looking at standard form and we needed the axis of symmetry, the axis of symmetry would be on the line x equals negative b over 2a. That would be the equation for our line of symmetry. In this case, they want our vertex, and our vertex can't be found in that way because we don't have standard form. We instead have vertex form. And that looks a little bit different. That's written y equals a, the quantity x minus h squared plus k, where hk is our vertex. Looking back at our equation, we see we do have that form. Y equals a, the quantity, x minus h squared plus k. We can find hk by using our formula to look into our equation. Here, our k is negative 5, so we can write that down. And in this case, we have a positive 7 where our negative 8 should be. Well, how in the world does a positive come out of what should be a negative? Well, if you think back to integers, if you had subtract a negative, that turns into a positive. So our h must be a negative 7. Let's say you don't want to do it like that, or it confuses you. Take a look at the graph on the right. Go ahead and plug in your equation, and then graph it. What you see is the graph of the parabola. If you want to find the minimum value, or the vertex, hit second calc, and you're looking for your minimum. Had this been a downward-facing parabola, you'd be looking for your maximum, if you're looking for the axis of symmetry. Let's hit 3 and find it. It asks us for a left boundary. So we're going to go ahead and move our point a little bit to the left. Oftentimes, that little point will be off the screen all the way to the right, and you might have to move your boundary so that you can kind of see it blinking on the page. Then hit enter. Now, you see a right boundary. I'm going to move that so that I'm on the right side of my vertex or my minimum. I'll hit enter, and then it says guess. Well, that doesn't feel good, but it's going to give us our minimum value. Hit enter. All right, so we're given x has negative 7 and y is negative 5. That is exactly, well, 7.0001 rounded to negative 7. That's our vertex. That's our axis of symmetry. We're done.